I'm back. We have a Zoom today, but just in case you are not here or in case you need some clarification, here are your instructions for miércoles el 19 de mayo. So we're going to start off with a calentamiento, which has 4 questions. And they are all about memes or comics. So you're going to look at these different memes or comics in Spanish, and you are going to tell me why they are funny. Now, they might be pretty cheesy, they may not actually be funny to you, but what's the joke? So you're going to explain the joke in English. Once you're done, we're going to finish your escape room. So I told you that you had 4 missions to complete. So you have to collect 4 apples to give to 4 of your teachers in order to escape detention. That was our prompt. Remember, you got detention, now you're trying to escape it. So you should have finished your first 2 missions. If you didn't, you want to finish those first, and then you're going to finish your last 2. Now, if you are not a code breaker kind of person, then don't worry about doing the codes. These aren't actually worth any points in the grade book. They're ungraded. The worksheets themselves are worth points. You actually do need to do the worksheets, but I will take you completing the worksheets and just not unscrambling the code if you're not a very good unscrambler. So, but if you are, you can sit here and you can try and get the codes. So here is mission number 3. So this one is a word search. It says, translate the phrases to Spanish and find them in the word search. So here are your words that you're going to translate. Now, if you want to, you can write them in Spanish next to them, or you can just show me that you know what they mean by finding them in the word search. That's also fine. So you're going to find all 16 of these words. Now, almost all of them are going to overlap with each other in some way. So when you find a word, such as this, which isn't a word, but we're going to use this, right? And then maybe you say, oh, this is a word. Again, it's not. We're going to say those 2 are words that we found. What you're going to do after that is you're going to highlight any letters that overlap. So, for example, this L would be a letter that overlaps. Any letters that overlap, you're going to color them a different color. And these letters are going to be the letters that make up your code. So once you've got all of these letters that overlap, you're going to unscramble them to spell a sentence in Spanish. Now, if you are not into the codes, all you've got to do is just find your 16 translations, your 16 verbs in here, and then turn this in. But if you want to get this code, what you're going to do is you're going to get all of your words, your overlapped letters, and here is your sentence. So it's 3 different words. It's a little bit hard, but I will give you a hint. It's an answer to the question at the top of your vocab list, aka the name of your chapter. The name of your chapter is a question, and it's an answer to that question. So that is mission number 3. Again, if you're not into the code breaking, all you have to do is just find those words. Mission number 4 is a scramble of sorts. So what you're going to do is it says rearrange the columns so that the rows spell out conjugations of present tense. The bottom conjugations are your code. This one's actually the easiest, but if you look at this, you're like, what is happening? So what you have to do is you move these left to right. You move these around, okay? And you keep moving them around and around and around and around and around until eventually, when you read across, each one of these is going to be a word. So when you read across, every single one of those is going to spell a word. This one at the very bottom, the bold one, is going to be your code. So you move them left to right, and eventually every single one of these is going to be a word that you will recognize. And this one is your code. And that's everything for today. Just finish your missions. Escape detention. Adios.